Hey again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to be doing my What's Sold for the week of July 19th through July 25th. It's still summer slowdown, but sales have been okay. I don't have any really big grand slams this time, but things are still moving and that's fine with me. If you're new to my channel, I have been selling on eBay for about 22 years. I ventured out a little bit into some of the other platforms, but right now I'm just mostly focusing on eBay and doing a little bit on Facebook. I plan, I think at some point soon, to go ahead. Ooh, nice sounds. Let me go turn that off. I do plan on getting back into Mercari, and I've got Bonanza turned off right now. I just kind of needed a break from all of the cross-listing, and I've been really trying to get a lot done on Facebook. We just started listing clothes this summer, and we've been trying to get a lot of that listed. So it's just been kind of busy, but I got to get ready for fourth quarter, right? We all got to get ready for fourth quarter. All right, let's go through some of my sales. I sold a lot of plush. If, again, you're new to my channel, I don't do free shipping, so these things that I'm saying that sold does not include the shipping. First thing here is Best Made Toys, pink chick or a duck, I guess. It could have been either. I tried to pick things that I'm always telling you that I like this brand. So these are some examples of things that are selling in those brands. So this was Best Made Toys. I did sell this duck for $13.75. This Christmas, I think I might have a couple of examples. This was an ornament set that I picked up. It's by Kurt Adler. It had some condition issues, so I did have my price lower than a lot of others. But I did end up selling it for best offer of $17.50. I think I paid $2 or $3 at an estate sale for it. I wish I could have found it in better condition. This is a dandy animated snowman. I always pick up the animated stuff and cross my fingers that they'll actually work. I have a screwdriver in my purse, and I probably could put batteries in there and probably buy fewer things that don't work than I do, but at the moment I always just pick it up. So I did sell this animated snowman for $20.19. I featured a Cabbage Patch doll that I picked up at a church sale. It's been a couple of months. I did split the doll and the clown outfit into two different lots, and I did end up selling this clown outfit for the Cabbage Patch dolls for a $20 best offer. It was missing the mask that goes over the mouth, so I'm still happy with $20. I paid a set amount for a huge bunch of stuff, but I don't remember how much. I have picked these up several times, so I wanted to show everybody what these are. They're called Playkool Touchums. It is a vintage little stuffed 5-inch toy that babies can grab onto. It's cloth. I've had several of these, and I did sell this for $11.91. I usually can find them at yard sales for, a quarter or 50 cents, and they always sell quite quickly. This is a Prima Creations duck plush. I ended up selling it for $22.95. Now, I have another one that's similar to this one listed, and I have to tell you guys a funny story. I had an unfortunate typo in the word duck when I listed the other one, and one of my viewers, Miss Rissa, sent me a message and said, through eBay, telling me that I had an unfortunate typo. I'll never forget those two words now. So thank you. I fixed it up real quick, but I do like Prima Creations. I don't see them very often. I'm not sure who sells them, but They do sell for me. I featured this in a recent haul. These are just sheep that are by Hallmark, and they're in the Dayspring, whatever, the Dayspring line. Usually I find the nativity shepherds and stuff like that, and they always sell quite well for me. And I just picked this one up recently, and I did end up selling the sheep for $19.27. I always watch for them. They've got these long legs. This was in my online auction stuff that I picked up and have been slowly but surely going through and getting listed. This was a Pacman winking plush. He had some discoloration a little bit, but he had his paper tag, so I didn't want to wash him or anything. So I just disclosed it, and he ended up selling for $36.75. This is just another, I'm always telling you I pick up Kelly toy. This was just a purple cow plush that I picked up. I probably spent $1 or less on it because I don't usually spend much more than that on stuff. And I did sell it for best offer of $16. This is Spark Create Imagine. I'm always telling you guys, pick them up, pick them up. This one was a little bit different than just the rattle plushes that I like to get. It was actually musical, and it did light up in its cheeks. But I ended up selling it to a desperate mama. Sent me a message and sold it to her for $14. This, I can't remember where I picked it up, but I think I've shown it in a haul video. But it didn't have a tag, so I ended up using Google Lens to figure out what it was. But it's a Purista coffee cat plush. And I ended up selling it for $12, best offer. I just thought it looked kind of anime, and that always gets my attention when they look anime-like. This is Aurora. You know, sometimes when I pick them up, they're just, you know, $6 to $10. I did end up selling this little squirrel. He's only 5 inches for $12 plus shipping. So, you know, I'm fine with, you know, spending a little and making some. This again is Spark Create Imagine. I have so, like I show on here, I've still got 4 more of these. I bought these at a thrift store, and it was stuff a bag for $10. It was one of the white garbage bag size bags, and I did end up selling the Spark Dog for $11. Oh, nope. I forgot to write it down, but I'm pretty sure it was the $11.66. This is Miffy. I'm not very familiar with this character, but I think I used Google Lens to figure out who it was, and she did end up selling for $20 best offer. I'm in the mind frame of right now, if I do best offers, so if I get an offer in and it's even reasonable, I'm taking them. I'm trying to get stuff moving in my store and trying to get some positive movement. So if it's reasonable and I'm making a profit, I'm taking quite a few offers these days just to get stuff going, because I have so much that needs listed, and you know, you only have so much space. Now, I have a video out. One of my first videos was how I store all of this stuff. I have a building right next to our home that is that we have heat and air in to keep it climate controlled, and most of my stuff is stored over there. This is just an example. I found this at an estate sale. It wasn't the online one that I've been showing a lot of, but it is advertising. It was ThermoServe is the brand of cup, but it was for Little Debbie cakes. I want to say I only paid like $1 or 50 cents for it, and I ended up selling this cup for $10 best offer. We picked up these shoes at a church yard sale. I'm pretty sure everything there was $1. And these caught my attention. They're just Adidas. I want to say they're golf shoes, but I don't know. But I ended up taking a best offer of $40 on them. They were in excellent condition. This is an A&A brand, pumpkin plush. I like to pick up things that are Halloween-like. I picked these up, and I'm pretty sure I showed them in a haul at some point. I had a cat and a few other plush, but I ended up selling this for best offer of $15, and then the buyer sent me a message through eBay asking if I had any more, which I didn't, but again, I'm taking offers right now. Example of some of the brass that we've been purchasing and listing. These were 2 ducks or swans or geese. I put in all the keywords. One was 16 inches tall and the other one was about 10.5 inches. I went ahead and left them together, and I ended up selling them for $45.95. They were part of a bulk lot that we bought. I think I paid $110 for a large lot of brass, which I still haven't finished. This is a Lovey by Kelly toy. They're called the K-Lux series. I took a best offer on it of $30. So Lovey's, I always pick them up, and this is the reason why. These are Christmas tablecloth and napkins. I picked these up recently at an estate sale. I paid $5 for the set, but when I opened them up, they did have stains, which I just went ahead and disclosed, and I'm going to let, because they were vintage, I was going to go ahead and let the buyer decide how best to get them clean, but I ended up selling them for $16.50. I bought a large lot of Boyd's Bear ornaments this past summer, and I'm getting down to the last of them. I did take a best offer on this downhill skier for $15. Wallace Berry is another brand. I have a feeling they have something to do with Russ Berry also. They may be the predecessor of Russ. But this is a Wallace Berry duck from 1980s. It was stuffed with the nutshells, which I try to remember to put that in my listing so that people who are allergic to nuts will know not to buy it. But I did sell it for $13.75. We picked up a large lot of Bob Jones University and a Becca Homeschool Curriculum recently. I think I paid $50 for everything, and I spent a day getting it all listed because right now is the time to be selling curriculum for homeschoolers. You know, school's about to start, everybody's out looking, and with the Becca and Bob Jones and probably a lot of the others, it doesn't matter how old they are. A lot of parents don't mind if they are the older versions as long as they can get a really good deal on them. So I ended up selling this lot for $30 best offer. And it's just a reading package. I picked this up, I want to say at an estate sale. It's not been too long. It did to have condition issues. Like I said, I don't always try to clean everything. This one did have some wear and damage, and it did have some stains, which I took pictures of. But, you know, it's from 1965. I don't think I saw any like it on eBay. There were others that were similar, which is what I used to do my price point. But the condition spoke more about it than anything, but I did sell it for $13.75. This is Ty. I always buy Ty. It doesn't matter to me. But it's Tiger. He's from 1994. He did not have his ear tag, so that's not always important either. And I did sell it for $13.75. This I featured in a haul because I had told my husband, make sure you look for the Scream masks, and then I found one that weekend. This one was missing its whole the back part that goes over your head. All it was is the face and the neck covering. And I did end up taking a best offer of $43 for it. I think I paid quarter for it, or 50 cents at a yard sale. So yeah, if you've not heard about looking for these, you have to find the ones that right here under the chin, it says Easter Unlimited on it. But look them up. You'll be shocked at how much they are selling for. Walmart. Here's an example of a Walmart plush. It is older, and I listed it. It was a bulldog. You know, I've got people who like Walmart and then people who like dogs. Both, you know, might be interested in the item, but I ended up selling him for $18.35. This is funny. These we featured when we did the haul videos on the thrift stores that we went to that were going out of business. My husband put all 10 of these plates. Well, actually, I think there were 12, but these people bought 10. There were 12 plates. He set them down in a garbage bag because it was $5 for a black lawn size garbage bag, and then threw some clothes in there to keep them all packed in and safe. And I listed them, and I ended up selling 10 of these plates for $91.50. And then they paid like $68 shipping. And when I got them packed, I kept them in 2 boxes. I just didn't want to put that many plates in one. And UPS was a whole lot cheaper. And unfortunately, I think they treat our packages a little bit better when they're breakables. So I contacted the buyer and asked if it would be okay if I shipped them UPS, and they agreed. And I just got a message today that they had received them, and they were in excellent condition, and they were very happy. So, you know, I had these all listed individually, and in fact, I think I just sold the other 2 today. So very good brand. I usually don't like false graph, but my husband picked this up, and you know, kudos to him, because I would have walked right by them and never bought them because they're heavy, and I don't like breakables. We sold a bunch of breakables last weekend. It was kind of funny because I kept telling my husband, another breakable, another, you better not go anywhere Monday because you got to help me pack all this. But here was another one. This was from the online auction of all that advertising stuff that I picked up. This is just a glass candy jar, and they had put the Risperdal logo on it. And I ended up selling this for $36.75. Here's some more of the Abeka stuff that I sold. I picked these to show you was every one of these had the first few pages. This is a cursive writing books for students to actually sit and learn how to do their cursive writing. But all of the books had their first pages had already been used and pulled out. So I just went ahead and lotted all 3 books together and said, you know, some of them are missing pages or have been written on, and I tried to erase. And they sold the same week I listed them, and I got $18 for the 3 books. So, you know, just because it's missing a few pages, that's not bad either. More breakables that sold. This has been the set that just keeps on keeping on, because we bought a large lot at an estate sale, and I want to say we paid $60 or $70 for all of it. But while we were standing there getting it packed, somebody was like, "Oh, that Wedgwood stoneware, it's nothing like the other." And I have sold the heck out of it. But I did end up selling this condiment set for $22.95. I've learned a lot this year buying things that I don't normally buy. This is a vintage stuffed animal from Japan. It had a little collar with a brush that you could use to brush the fur on it, but I ended up selling it for a best offer of $19. Here's just another brand, International Silver Company. I picked these up, I believe, at an estate sale that I bought a bunch of stuff from. I think I bought 2 rooms full of stuffed animals, and this was part of that I paid $200 for. and I sold one plush from that lot for $250. So, and I mean, it was 2 rooms full of stuffed animals. But I did sell this. It was one of those nylon fabric type plush, and I ended up selling him for $13.75. Another Kelly toy. This one had the rattle in it. It's just a baby toy, but it was a larger one. It was 18 inches, and I did sell it for $18.35. I guess my big sale isn't as big as it normally is, but my husband went on a sourcing trip, and I think we just released the video of it and featured this little rabbit. It's by Wang's International. I had never heard of it. It's from the 1990s, and he actually found 4 identical plush with their tags still attached, and of course I couldn't find anything on eBay, so I said I was going to list it for $59.95 each one of them, and I ended up selling it for one of them for $59.95. Now my store's gone on sale now, so it's marked down now to $53.95. But yeah, sold within a couple of days of listing it for $59.95. Now he only paid, I think, $75 for everything he bought that day. So I'm already close to paying for his whole lot. Right, these next 5 are Facebook sales. I hope I haven't repeated any of these. When I click on the order, the only date I ever can find is the date I shipped it. So I'm trying not to duplicate, and I'm trying, but sometimes things sell on the weekend, but I don't ship it till that Monday. So, but first thing here is a brass eagle that we picked up in this lot. I'm selling it on Facebook also, and I did sell this for $37. And then this Reverie ware, if you've not been looking for them, it's the ones with the made in the USA, and they have the copper bottoms. I did sell this 2-quart pot for $18. It's 5 Nights at Freddys. I always look for some of the oddball ones. I'll pick up pretty much all of them, but some of them don't sell for as well, and I'll either list it for low or put them in lots. But this one, Foxy, sold for $18 on Facebook. Pop-ups. Peppa Pig, I've talked about it. In fact, I've got another bag that I picked up a house and some figures this past weekend. But I put this lot together, and it sold for $25. I like Facebook Marketplace because their fees are only 5%. So if you're not doing Facebook Marketplace with shipping, you should try it. And I do use a cross-listing software to make it really easy for me. And then my best sale, I think, for the week on Facebook Marketplace was these Lego Duplo train tracks and figures. I had it listed on eBay for a while and put it over on Facebook, and I did sell them for $50. So it's been an okay week as far as sales. I'm not going to complain. I'm just gearing up for fourth quarter. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me this week. I went on a 100-mile yard sale last weekend with my sisters and got a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to get processed through, and I got some really nice treasures. But I'm going to try to get that video here, get the comps and get it ready to go out in the next couple of days. All right, I hope you're enjoying this. Some nice viewer named Kathy made a comment on my last video for people who are watching my videos, that if you're enjoying them, please like and subscribe and share and help me get some more viewers. I appreciate everybody who leaves comments for me. I almost feel like you're my friends now, because so many of you consistently leave me nice comments. So thank you.